Mabuhay, magandang. I forgot it now. Mabuhay, magandang araw po.
Hello everyone, we're back. Welcome to our channel.
Hi, how you doing?
So tonight we're gonna
Well, we've got our Scotland tops on for starters. I've no idea why, but anyway, we're wearing our Scotland tops. But tonight we're going to
unleash our other talents. So aside from we're both good in painting, we also are
good at poetry.
Yeah, we've
So we
done
think we are.
Yeah, I'm doing this poetry since I was in high school.
And I've been doing poetry since my previous life.
So what is that all about? Your
But
poem.
this is a poem about going to war.
All right.
And
Right.
do you want me to read it?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, you guys want to hear it? Oh, no luck, you're going to have to. Right.
Go on.
Right, this is called Into Darkness, Then Light. Here we go, it's a bit of a rap, okay? I know my rhymes are interchangeable, sometimes audio-visual, truly inconceivable, a master flow that's conspiratorial, a unique word zen master, coming at you faster like a flying eagle after you, pinning you down and ripping out your tongue, making sure you phone home to your mum. These lyrics, they burst like a lip. Straight from the hip, I do spit, then straight from the hip, my rhymes, they do rip like a fit. I'm not ashamed to admit, coming at you with wit, just when you were a little git, away home to suck on our mamas, and then save me a little bit. I come from the school of hard knocks, from the holy who wear them red frocks, but I escaped like a fox, then got caught and was boxed, and shipped out to a camp. Outside were search lamps, on my head they did stamp, but I came out like a champ. The training was straight out of Mein Kampf. So off to war, I was inside a tank, to fight Iraqis on the left flanks, above the sandy dunes and oil banks, in a machine still rusty and damp. At the age of 18 or 19, I had cramp. No room inside, to be frank. Now else to do but just time to take on these Iraqis and spank. So into darkness I drove unaware, shut down with a periscope to stare at bombs and bullets that were all around. I could tell massacre of soldiers hid in their trenches, holding pictures of wives and their wenches. We destroyed the lot with our inventions. Into oblivion we drove, bad intentions. After hours of battlefield fighting, a lot of it was really quite frightening. The air was toxic, uninviting. To death's delight it was exciting. Vehicles burns, bodies, terrible sightings. As the oil fields burned, another expected underwriting. We moved fast, killing like lightning. We manoeuvred on to our last position. Tanks aligned in semicircles, headlights on, to give the enemy a chance to go home to loved ones and dance. So, as I set up this picture to be clear, I was about to fall asleep from the fear, when I got a chap on my hatch, my troop leader, as I did my hatch. We've caught 2 Iraqis back where? They dropped weapons, some in the darkness out there. Collect your weapon and go find, alone and with the lights highly defined. I walked with trepidation, thinking of enemy mines. From out of nowhere came maybe 5, maybe 6. Arms to the teeth, many weapons, bayonets fixed. They looked gaunt and looked sick, from the weapons dropped from a different mix. I said, "Get down on the deck," or words to these effect. I raised my arm and pointed straight. I'm all alone, isn't this great? But what happened next, it wasn't too late. I thought it was my final destination, my last gasp fate. But to my surprise, they threw their hands up, 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 and surrendered to me. I'm not making this up. And I was still young, Only a wee pup. Like I said before, the guys looked tormented. Some were wailing, really demented. They fell on their knees, I shouted for help. I sighed with relief, it was really heartfelt. It came with a friend with a loaded SMG. A situation that was difficult. But hey, they all gave up. Hands behind your head, I don't give a... You're not on holiday, I'm here to disrupt. So after the war we returned home. Still bewildered and numb. Thumb stuck with firmly up bum. Swinging lots of whiskey and rum. Mood shifting darkness under the sun. Phoning my mum in despair to my mum. Black dog days are afoot and unsung. A noose round my neck almost hung. For years I've battled with suicide. Sometimes my emotions I can't hide. So if you think I'm a bit strange, sometimes loud and over-engaged, please step back and have some thought. Don't judge me like I'm a robot. I'm human. That's all that's had its nerve shot. And now love is the only thing I've sought. After all that is said and is done, I've carried a weight that is tons. Through hard work on myself, I've travelled through healing dimensions. This time with good intentions. I'm sorry if I come in too fast, but I wear my heart on my sleeve and my mast. Sometimes my hunger for life seems like desperation. Through the arts I'm here to spread love and creation. To every being in every nation. To rise up now and be counted. Hold it high, flaunt it. My heart on my sleeve I have mounted.
Wow.
You're next.
That was the longest poem I ever heard. I thought the Desiderata poem.
Oh, what's wrong with my poetry?
There's nothing wrong with it. I thought it was a novel.
Was that too long for you?
Yeah, it's longer than the Desiderata. You know the poem, Desiderata.
What poem?
Desiderata.
What's
We have
Desiderata?
Desiderata.
Right, well, your poem now.
Okay.
So let me introduce my wife and her beautiful poem. Here's Juliet.
Yeah. Okay, this poem I made this when I was in second year in university. You know.
Many moons ago.
But then this is about my crush on that guy.
You had a crush on a guy?
Yeah. Just a crush though.
Behind my back?
So,
you had a crush on a guy before you met me.
So this one is inspired by our national hero, Dr. Ceresal, because I was so in love with his poems, before.
No, I don't know.
He was our national hero.
Is he?
Yeah,
Oh,
Dr.
cool.
Ceresal. So
Dr. Ceresal. Big thumbs up.
I was inspired by him. So the title is To My Inspiration. It's about love. I wonder how it weeps, disappears, that flea, in a cheerless yet blissful den, throttling though the gashing of glee, insists a million mirth now and then. I wonder how the flowers bloom in a pristine moment of single day, glaring its beauty to the groom whom she pleased all the way. I wonder how at tight titillating in a shallow way of enjoyment, as nobody could cling even for just a moment. And how I wonder to a damsel in distress, who trapped into peril, but a knight in shining armor caress, rescuing decisively with a thrill.
Very good.
I feel the zippy breeze of cold December creeping up through my veins, the sensation. Why thee to remember Yuletide season with a close fascination? Aristocrat, oh my chivalry, amending my appetite of love, trampled my primitive sanctuary and animate me like a dove. My glistening eyes on you, knowing the fear deep within my coy heart, so you're my inspiration in this domain. Amid the abyss that divides us, with your finicky type and vile manner that's quite a fuss, I group but a love without G. As a sophomore student, I'm old enough to spill out one word as I vow. You build me authentically tough to sing the allurements that sow. Murmur of my voice, you listen. Come to my daily words of words. In my studies, you are my inspiration, the Romeo that dispense my world.
Wow, that's very good.
This is the
Impressive.
longest poem I've ever.
Written.
Yeah.
And you were saying my
but
poem was long.
That's longer.
Is it?
Yeah. So, yeah, I have now 30 plus poems, and how I wish to publish it. I want to publish it, but I don't know how. I'd love to.
So if there's anybody out there who wants to publish either Juliet's poems or my poems,
My poems is about, before, it's about love only, but now it's
about fear.
everything. No, it's
All
everything. Yeah.
So you were a love poet before.
Yes.
Oh, that's sweet.
But before we end this, guys, I want to shout out my friends.
Who's
My
your
friends in online.
Like friends in Finland and
Yeah.
Denmark.
From Finland, Super Inday in Finland. And Yai Sai from Norway, and Jonaline's blog from Norway as well. And of course, was that Mary Guns? I used to call her Mary Queen of Scots.
Mary Queen of Scots.
Yeah, she's in Belgium. So
You've got a multicultural friendship there.
I know. And to our mom, she is in Singapore. And Asti Karambak. That's her YT. A big shout out as well to Christine Green. She's from Arizona. And Jang Ranlif. Yeah, and so with Ate Bex, she's in California. And Jang Ranlif is in the Philippines just now. So shout out,
Hold on a
a
second.
big shout out to you
Why,
all,
why,
guys.
why don't you just go? A big shout out to everybody in the Philippines. There you go. That covers everything.
And shout out as well to Pia Yug. Please find their channel as well, and don't forget to subscribe us all.
Yeah, subscribe. One more, just before we go, a big shout out to my dog because she needs to go out for the toilet. Bye, guys.